Hello, what's up? So, we have another stream going, and it's Thursday. That means we are playing a game. And today I want to revisit a game that is very dear to me, and that is Witcher 3. And Witcher is probably my favorite RPG series so far. It's by far the game with the best story, at least in my opinion. And the DLC in itself deserves to be its own game. So I think that's what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna play the DLC and the best one, which is called Blood and Wine. And it essentially cranks up this whole fantasy up a notch and really puts you into this middle-aged fantasy world with knights and like the monsters that you'd expect. So I'm very excited for that. I've been kind of replaying Witcher, so currently I am in the second playthrough, or like not second playthrough, like I guess am, but let me turn up the game sound a little bit. So I started a second playthrough and I realized that I'm not gonna be at a like point that I would like to show off, because in a way I would have to like throw you in the middle of the story and explain a whole lot, and it would also be massive spoilers. And with this I think it would be much better, because essentially it's just a very nice setting. So I'm kind of, there we go. I think we need some more light. Let me set that up while you can listen to that.
Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every...
Let me turn off the music for now.
Fortress from here to the Blue Mountains, rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction, the trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves, did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years, but a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The dark ray raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
All right, so I kind of tried to fix the green screen here a little bit because my shadow seems to be throwing that off a little bit, so that's why kind of increasing the light here, but I think this should be good now. So we're gonna start a new game because we want to just do blood and wine, and this essentially allows us to skip straight to the good part, and we're gonna do the death march because I've been playing this game before and I've already completed it on death march, and even though you need to use potions a little bit, I think this is what makes the game fun. And I've also had my fair share of Elden Ring and like the Dark Souls series, and this, it gets like closer to that, but it's still like not a Souls game, so it just makes it a little bit more challenging. You'll probably see me dying quite a few times here and there, but yeah. In the meantime, while we wait, let's get some music going again. Need to switch the... There you go. So yeah, the game is still massive. Ooh, there we are. Okay. So, welcome to the Hearthstone Blood of Wine. In the standalone mode, all the quests of the main storyline have been set as completed. As a result, your character has been duly leveled up as ready for new adventures. Though core storyline quests are not available in this mode, you can still pursue and complete the main game's many side quests and monster hunts. Ooh. You have unlocked the ability to start new game plus. Okay. Moonrise. Oh, because this is the Hearthstone.
Run, Roach.
Okay. So you have gained an ability point. Oh, that means we get to level up. Ooh, that's cool. Okay. So how do we want to level up? So we have 44 character points available. And now we can I skip this? I think we're just good. Okay. So first, let's start with the signs, and we need the most important sign, which isn't Igni, but it's Gwen, because we need Gwen to shield ourselves. So, acquire, please, continue, okay. So, I think we're just gonna level this up the most, then go into Igni. I think we're just gonna do mostly Igni, Gwen, and yeah. There we go. Next Gwen. Can't get this further. So it's 6 more points. Okay. This is the max, right? Yeah. Let's just do some Axi then. Oh no, Art, I find Art cool. So essentially Art is air, Igni is fire. Then we have Yidden, which is electricity maybe? And Gwen is kind of earthy, maybe. And then we have Axi, which is mind control. So let's just do this. Additional points in branch needed to unlock 3. 3. Wait. I hope this isn't going like backwards now. When I... Yeah, okay. And... There you go. Because we want like Gwen all the way up. So we need 5 more. Let's do Igni all the way. And now we get... Are we gonna be just like a pyromancer essentially? Oh, who can shield himself. Yeah, let's do that. Hope I can reset this. Because now we just burned all our points. Okay. So... Okay, so I have 6 more points. And do we want fast attacks? We're probably not gonna do anything in alchemy or in the general. So the question is, what was that again? Adrenaline points. Let's just do fast attacks because I mostly do them. Okay, there we go. And then because we just got those, let's just add them here. Let's make this 2. And now we are gonna select some mutagens. Some more vitality is always nice, and plus 10 sign intensity. What do we have here? Attack power, time intensity. Kinda wanna have attack power. So let's take this, and I think I'm gonna go with silent intensity. Oh, now I get it. Okay. So I want definitely the silent intensity ones. Up there. And Gwen intensity. Oh, okay. Completely forgot how this is done actually. Okay, so let's put the stronger ones down there. And what is this? Doesn't it say anymore? Hide description, hold description size. Okay. So let's separate this here. There you go. Let's give this go. See, we have sign intensity plus 40 now, and we're gonna do another sign intensity down there. And when we keep dying, I'm gonna switch those out for some health, and that's about it. What about alchemy? Do we have? We don't even have the basic spells and stuff. That's unfortunate. Well, we have enough money to probably buy something. Okay. So, let's check where we want to go. So essentially, this place now after everything is done. So, we want to go here, but we want to travel to Belgium. By the way, this game is from 2014. It looks still so nice. I think I have like 2 or 3 mods installed to kind of sharpen up things, but still, damn, that game looks good. Okay. Yeah, let's check out what we have here. No, don't go. I'm playing like on a Switch controller. Who's yawning here? Yeah. So A and B is switched around. Okay. Let's just take all of these. And now meet the knights in the to saw hallway.
Come on.
So this is, I'm currently riding on Hot Roach. And by the way, yeah, I know. So as you see, it just follows the path, which is pretty neat. So I can just like follow the path and like enjoy the scenery without like doing anything. Like I could still stir and like ride around here, stuff like that, but I don't have to. So, and it was just, by the way, so you see I have 2 swords on my back, and one is for fighting monsters and one is for fighting humans. And if we look closely, these swords, like one has like a normal,
Not so fast, Roach.
like the right sword, it is kind of curved like a triangle almost, which is usually very bad fighting against humans, because with that you get hit on your fingers very easily. But when you have this for like fighting monsters, where they, like, you don't fight against swords, so to say, then you have much better mobility with the sword. And yeah, it's just like a very nice detail. Just a fun fact on the side. So let's start this. Also, I like their
sit with
their
us,
armor.
Witcher.
Found your message on a notice board.
I think I'm gonna turn off the
see?
music now. Oh, actually, let me keep it on. Yeah, so I can pause it.
I told you,
See?
the griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Peyrac Peyrin and Palmerin de Lawnful. Good to see you both. Been years.
Be assured, we share your joy.
You must forgive us our surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison had left this land's tillers at the mercy of numerous plagues. A tyranny of bandits, the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads. The matter does not concern you, of course, but do us the
The
kindness
knights
of
there are
waiting.
also much more noble than in the
Once we
base
have
game.
dealt with these
Base game
marauders,
is kind of
we have a
chaotic.
matter we must present to you.
Yeah.
So,
course we
plan to go
will
out and
help
meet the
the noble
bandits when they
knights.
arrive? Fight them?
Parmenan wishes first to appeal to their sense of decency. But I expect they will be deaf to this.
Yeah, completely.
We must afford them a chance to stand down. Many a hardened outlaw has left the path of wrongdoing upon hearing words of admonition.
Doesn't happen in these lands. Ever.
If they do not heed my reprimand, we at least will know we have done all within our means to evade bloodshed.
Fine.
Naturally, I'll help when Palmerin's rhetoric falls on deaf ears.
Excellent. Then we've but to wait for the rogues to arrive.
They's a coming!
Hear that? Your bandits have arrived.
Let us go out to greet them.
Kitty.
Hark! Contemptible curs!
Garrett is just sitting there in the background. It's like, okay, let me see how this goes.
I, Palmerin de Lawnfall, call upon you to repent. Search your hearts. Do you not see that they are blackened?
Regular punch and Judy here.
To prey upon commoners is no honor. To loot their meager stores, abandon the path of shame, and we will spare you.
Right good jest, that. Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our patience and you lose something else.
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are a lark. Mayhaps they know some tricks.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity-like? Or do that thing where one spits fire while
So
the other
here the
farts?
DLC meets the base game.
Noble Palmerin's giving you a chance. Now I'm gonna give you some advice. Do what he says,
This armor looks really nice though.
Or what?
or you'll find yourself fighting knights errant in the pay of the Duchess of Toussaint. And they eat scum like you with their morning porridge.
Well, there's 3 of them. 2 turtled up in armor. We'll come back later.
Some wench sent them. Folk who say we's afeard of wenches and jesters.
Ooh, insulted the Duchess. Not good.
Indeed, we cannot let the affront go unpunished. I swear upon the Heron you will pay with your own blood. By the crane, villains, ready your arms.
There you go. There. Yeah, yeah. Not doing a lot of damage. Oh my god, he like half? Okay, this is like pretty challenging actually. Okay, let me switch to Igni. Yeah, I have a flashlight. You hit the horse. How dare you? Okay. Well, I'm not really equipped, like, considering I'm just loaded in the game, right? I think I need more health. And the sign don't do as much. So let me do some adjustments here. Getting 2-shot by bandits. Yeah. Well, like, in a way, I haven't done any of the side quests, apparently. So that makes a lot of sense. And I'm playing on the highest difficulty, which usually, I think I'm gonna drop the difficulty. Because it's probably not as fun, me dying like 2 or 3 times in every fight. And the thing with the highest difficulty is you need to use, like, you need to leverage a bunch of like all options of the game. So it means bombs and potions and all that, and I don't have any of that, so I'm kind of screwed. So excuse me when I'm switching the difficulty to Blood and Broken Bones. And also switch up my vitality. Yes, I know. I've already selected the mutagens. Okay. Why did that like completely destroy? Oh, there we go. Now they're back. Alright. So I have not selected this. And can I do anything else? I don't think so. Oof, I'm getting a warm toast. Yeah. Don't want that. Also, the music is kind of nice. Maybe I just like. There's probably a Spotify playlist with just this music. Oh, this is like coming now again. Yeah, this is much better. Oh yeah, okay. See, this is like much nicer. And I can... So now he drops his shield. Yeah, I just decapitated him. The game is getting brutal. Talking about brutal. Yeah, I should probably like change the thing. Leave something. Oh no! Here we go. I still don't know how to use the action points. There we go. This is much easier than deathmatch. Oh my god.
It is over. We have banished the scoundrels, lifted oppression's yoke from their lives.
Warned you it'd be like this. Fear you as much as they did the bandits now. Sorry, no fanfares and flowers. You're not in Toussaint.
Ah, it is true what folk claim. In the north,
Yeah, fanfare and
no
flowers.
deed
That
goes
describes the song
unthwarted.
pretty nicely.
It is time to go home.
And we shall, my friend. Come, Geralt. It's time we delivered our message.
Like, the biggest reason I've been replaying this game
So
is
fess
to
up.
just see
What
Toussaint
brings you
again.
such a long
And then
way?
I was like,
We have to
oh, I could
deliver Her
just like
Grace the Duchess's
skip
message in
there,
full,
which is pretty
with
neat.
all due ceremony. For tradition,
Is sacred in Toussaint. Alright, fine.
most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the Star-Crossed City's most gracious protectress, Her illustrious Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Shall you answer her call?
Anna Henrietta really say all that? Word for word?
Well, in point of fact, she said, bring me the Witcher and dare not spare your horses. Only make certain this time he comes alone. The Ducal Chamberlain added the rest. You know how it is.
Yeah, I remember.
I might add, be it unofficially, that a hefty reward awaits. Yet the specifics you will need to verify with Her Illustrious Highness.
Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses. The bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also, both victims were nobly born, and the start of a tourney draws near.
No, we'll just see the 20. Let's
I
cut to the
sometimes think
chase.
back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes be... demanding.
So you accept the contract. Excellent!
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land searching for you, yet time is of the essence.
Ready to go, soon as you're packed.
Ah, then post haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint!
Toussaint! Even the horse have armor. I love the armor, by the way. I think you can, like, get it. Like, they were also talking... Let me get a drink. They were also talking about, like, land and gold. So, that's actually not over-promising. And I love games where you can actually get your own land and customize it and essentially have this base building concept built in the RPG. I think the first game I played who did that was Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. That was one of my favorite games. They also had this guild system in a way that you could recruit other assassins and then have like a tower defense game in there. That was so sick. It was really cool. I hope they implement that in the new Assassin's Creed games. Oh, by the way, this is no regular lemonade. This is lemon-aid. Because you're actually like supporting a foundation, and it's also like the lemonade with the least amount of
Exactly
sugar.
how I remembered it.
So pretty.
You will find Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron!
I love how they speak. He's wielding a red staff. So that's basically the first thing you
I'd kill a monster!
have to win. So the Quen is kind of cheating. I may have done that because in that way I just cast it and I don't like really learn the pattern of the enemy. Can I like okay. Let's still use one. Good idea. That was like technically this was like a bigger beast.
None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, out with it.
Kind of normal.
Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find
I'm
someone
gonna
who'll pay to
skip
buy
like
it.
some of the optional dialogue
Put up a good
options.
fight
Usually I would
against the
just like go
giant.
through them,
Got experience
but
battling monsters?
I feel
None.
like this
In
is
Tucson we mostly chase bandits, but I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity.
it's like
as
some
the famed
additional
Gottfried,
thing,
known as the Giant Killer did.
and
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I
the
hope.
story is just so
The
good,
matter's
like the
best
main
left to
story.
Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again.
The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien de la Tour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the Tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
I think the tourney is like the minimum that we'll be playing today, so we'll definitely see the tournament, maybe even more. We'll see. So the thing Geralt does is collect trophies. So yeah, there's no head anymore, but now if I remember correctly, I can put a trophy I feel like I should be able to put a trophy. Food and drink, alts. What are my trophy things? I'm pretty sure I can like put a trophy right there, and think I should be getting the trophy. Can I? Okay, I just kind of threw away my saddle. Ah, there's the trophy. So 5% bonus experience from monsters. There you go. And now you see there's the head of the guy, which is the barrel. Still.
Faster.
Yeah, Goliath. And this is
Brave
also
kid,
one of
Guillaume.
the
Parmanin
coolest
oversaw
things.
his upbringing. Guillaume is his kin.
Oh yeah, right, I have Grandmaster Witcher gear here. and I get special bonuses. So I hope I don't have to craft the previous Witcher gears for that. But we'll see. In my other playthrough, I kind of started collecting them already. And see, the thing is, like, usually you have to wait for the people, but here they actually keep track
Can't
with you.
get used to the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
We are knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition.
So I just like not having to wait for the NPC.
Let's look around, make sure they didn't miss anything.
And these are my Witcher senses. So if you have seen the series, it says like
Hobnailed
Witchers have
boots, multiple
enhanced
sets of
senses.
prints. Ducal guard, clearly.
And this is kind of like,
Let's see where they went.
like how this is displayed. I
Walked
quite
along the
like
shoreline.
Perhaps the
how they
body
did
lay
that.
on the bank.
Oh, they are monsters. Sounds like drowners.
Got guests. Careful.
I will bend you all! My name is not...
Ooh, the crowd. Okay, so this way I can like completely calm them down. Oh yeah, right, they explode. Do that. See, now I have to like go away.
Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep
Get
looking.
like attacked. We'll loot these. I don't think so. Okay, so where's the track? So at the top right you see the mini-map where we... Ah, there's something. Let's take a look.
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free. Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything. Look at the rut. Guardsmen left this site by boat recently, probably to transport the body somewhere.
I do have some potions. That's nice. And now look at this water. Oof. This is still like nice water quality. Okay, let's take a look. There, that's something. A spoon. No, I didn't want to pick up the spoon. Get here. Come on. Nine. There. That's what I need.
Silk kerchief, monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Be nice to know where they took the corpse.
Also, they come with screw,
What now?
so you're never gonna.
This
like,
isn't the site of the murder.
kick it
We know
over.
that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen
So
the gods.
in a way,
Which
the
direction?
Witcher's also partly
should ask
Sherlock
there.
Holmes, because he has to like solve these crimes and do like autopsy and stuff like that. So
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
So conscientious. I like that actually. I prefer that over like the bandits and like, I don't know. I know it's unrealistic in terms of like
Once you have finished examining
oh, he's
the
kind of
corpse,
slow.
Be
though.
sure to report
Come
to
on,
Henriette.
guy.
Henriette.
I know you're wearing
Her
heavy
Grace,
armor,
the
but
Duchess.
like,
I forget myself at
come on.
times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in
But
Pomrick's
I
presence.
kind of like this like whole
He finds
courtship
such
stuff
familiarity
and
offensive.
like
They're
nice
watering
honor.
over traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you
I
will
know, like,
find
the
no
Middle
better
Ages where, like,
crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
Sometimes like literally filled with shit because they didn't have any sanitation.
With no
But
lads brave enough. Of course we
like,
have.
stick with
Bravery's
this.
not enough against the beast. We'll start the
Oh, we still have drunks.
That holds for a witcher.
Right, tavern.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pate?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day.
Did
But
you
when
see
I
the
looked up,
face
I
in the
beheld
background?
a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off
See?
land by her gracious
Look at the face.
magnificence. He is tasked with tracking
Oh, I
and killing
forgot
the
that you
beast.
don't see where I'm pointing.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir
Okay.
de Peyrac Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Rossel's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Rossel's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Rossel now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Rossel he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one draw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have to find that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times.
Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
See? There, like in the background, the
Bianco
guy
lies
was
a
just
short
drinking
way
a
from
bottle.
Near the
Like not all of their faces loaded
Just follow
properly.
the
I think.
road and you'll arrive.
Or maybe
Not
he's
coming
just
with?
born that way and just like
Oh yeah.
poor soul.
Duty of some sort calls.
Some sort. Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play.
Well, at least
Hare
it's not one of the
this
main
year's game
characters,
in the
kind of
palace
how they
grounds.
did it in
When you
Mass
see
Effect
me in my
Andromeda.
costume, you will wet yourself
Like
laughing.
the mechanics of the game and the
Tempted to ask
gameplay
a
was
few
really fun, but
questions, it
the
sounds like a long, complicated
facial
story,
animation,
one
oof,
involving lengthy
oof, that kind of
digressions
killed
into
the
local
game.
history and tradition.
It was also
So,
like in
see you
general
later,
that was a
Melvin.
really
Good
cool
luck.
game, but yeah, unfortunately it died there because it wasn't polished enough. Similar to Cyberpunk, also from CD Projekt, but at least we're not gonna do any side contracts here. We can just take them.
Ducal clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
Nice. Get roach here. There you go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. I wonder if they're making another Mass Effect. I really like the series. And again, like, also there were like really cool parts in the old one.
Damn it. Keller must still be here.
He dead. Oh, look his poor face. Didn't load really. But he starts bleeding. Yeah.
In the cellar. Gotta be. Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar.
Do I have wait. So there's a potion that allows me to see in the dark. And usually I always have this equipped. So let's see. Griffin, mission, white honey. It's called Cat's Eyes. Here. Enhanced cat. Perfect. Can I just not drink it? Consume. Perfect. See? Isn't that much better? That looks
You.
like a succubus.
Saw you at the inn. Why'd you kill these people? Clearly wasn't for their blood.
She looks like a healthy
We
human
don't have
being.
to fight.
You are wrong. I cannot let you leave.
Brooke. Oh, I didn't have this one on. Okay. Yeah, that would have been very difficult on Deathmatch. Without like, also it feels like I'm a little bit rusty. Well, like, to be expected, right? I haven't played this game in like years, so that's kind of fair. But man, it's a good game. So to kind of talk a little bit about the streaming in general, I probably will be switching between multiple games during the gaming stream on Thursdays. And some of them I'll probably continue once in a while. So I'll probably do another one of Overwatch, probably do another one of Half-Life Alyx. I think I want to do Half-Life Alyx when it's why can't you just like okay. That's actually not what I wanted. Okay. So this is Yidden, kind of. So in the special, she's now slowed. And I think she's not being, cannot be in the Come in my circle. Come on. No. Does not like fire. Yeah, it's a shit ton of damage. Fire. Okay. Did that kill her? Ooh, sexy.
Killed all these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
So Bruxas are lesser vampires, that's why I got some vampire stuff there.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims.
He's very
I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Methodic? Yeah, I think that's right. He's very methodic with his thinking. I quite like that. So, if you remember, the ones before were talking about this vineyard being essentially for sale. So, guess who's gonna get the vineyard later at some point? Ah, yes, I remember this. Come on. Just look at that. Yeah, they're at the Red Baron. That's a nice, or like here above the water. It's a nice spot here. Right here. Nice. Here in the shade of the tree. Having the farmyard there and the vineyard right there and the house and the river and some roses. This needs some renovating maybe. What doesn't? Usually people who have a lot of debts from gambling are not necessarily known for taking care of their property. Alright, let's go to the tournament. Another dumpling on the way. Oh, they're walking. Do you think they're siblings or like twins? Oh. Or just walk. They're still walking inside one another. Can I? Like, take them out of that? No.
Oh!
Forgetting like my ace.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerin, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
They're tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, you can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents.
I like that kind of philosophy.
Her Knight and Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way.
Oh no, we just saw his face being like...
He's fighting. Nilfgaardian
Oh.
gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you'll soon see.
This can be possible due to the mod.
Someone's gonna fight a Shelmar with only some elves on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity amongst you, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this.
Oh, let's go to the monsters.
Let's go.
Oh, that's the knight from before, I think. He was the one fighting the Goliath. If his name is David.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun.
He's kind of cocky.
The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Got a bad feeling about this.
He sounds a little bit pessimistic, but he's kind of right.
Damn it.
He's screwed up.
We have to help him. Gotta keep it down.
That's a lightning. The beast heeds his power. Let him soar and not
Ouch.
the Witcher in 1,000 pound. Take fight to the beast. Pound! Out with flame. And thus the Witcher's life was snubbed. All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust.
Okay, I have to dodge away. I like roll actually, just step away. Hardly doing any damage. Let me try some. Oh my.
Fire to the wood. For nothing
Okay,
in this
fire to the
world
wood
has
sounds
come
good.
to any good. Oh, if the monster's the victor, then naught shall have on Val and Vega. Our hero struck deep by the Shelmar's red claws, so the witches are forced to have the war. The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods. Soon the witches will triumph against your army.
I do get it out of its shell at least this way. Oh, this does not look good. Can you help me? He's just sit. Oh, he just like lays down again. Wish it would like do the roll thing again. Oh. I'm going for my damping ration. Ah! Back. Okay, that's not the right bomb. Doesn't feel like I'm doing a lot of damage. Okay, so it does that. Then oh, did he just die there? No. I didn't want him to die. He just like stood in there. What am I supposed to do then?
Good.
Oh no, my friend died. He just stood there and just took it like a champ.
The Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikemen, see to the beast.
Forgive
Oh,
me.
thank God.
I am not as nimble as in my younger years.
You fought bravely. Thanks for your help.
I was afraid he was like gone.
Guillaume.
He was like the
The lad
useless.
came damned close to dying.
Dude,
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly paints you. She approaches.
I feel like he has a concussion.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full-plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
Poor thing.
Tell
Yeah, the
us,
faces in the
have you come
background are
alone?
kind of weird.
or did Viscount Julian
cutscenes.
accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Ugh. Yes.
Dandelion is the
But
bard.
solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
He has a
the
bard's
very man we would
reputation.
entrust with these tasks. Damien
it
de la
at that.
Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsmen handling the last victim's body.
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No, a Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
Well, it's always
I examined the body of the
problematic
beast's
when
last victim.
you are kind
Might
of
have found
taking over
something.
someone's
Need to
job
analyze
because
it.
he
A quiet
has
place,
not
that's what I could use most right now.
gotten the results
And
that were
maybe the
expected.
help of an alchemist or a
So-
mage.
difficult
Also like to hear all
manage
you know
that.
about the previous victims. Take it Sir Delatour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
At least he's very
Damien,
straightforward about
we
his
settled the
intentions.
matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Yeah, like the gift, like.
Yes, Your Grace. The law of surprise, time-honored.
We shall becant it. The surprises we encounter on a daily basis would be of no value to one such as you. What awaits at the palace are edicts to sign and portraits of suitors from far-off lands. I fear you would find little use for either. Thus we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times, knights face new challenges. Enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor and compassion.
Honor, wisdom, valor, generosity. Okay. Makes sense.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Honor, wisdom, generosity, compassion, and valor.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated.
Makes
Might
sense
have been
that
murdered
knights
to emphasize their
don't
lack
have
of specific chivalric
value of
virtues.
knowledge.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses, Ready our horses.
She seems like a strong leader.
Your Grace!
He's like, respect.
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
We just have to learn a whole lot. Like, we're
Seems right at home in the south.
Like the wind!
gonna ride through the city now. Oh, let's go ahead.
Clear the path! Clear the way, I said! It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
In Tucson, it is easier to find a part without a loop.
On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg.
I would
That will
like
be
to
quickest.
Go for the phoenix egg.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain
Hashtag
things or
Pepsi.
clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Can I jump off here? Nice.
Fiorano of the 1290 vintage.
Is my
I
head
do
ever
encourage you to
spinning
try it.
Oh no.
last night?
No. This would kill me probably. Yeah, there's like a whole meme about jumping off things and dying in The Witcher. Have to really go all the way around though. Let me go for the finish. The unicorn
Truly.
first though.
To send a witcher against the beast, it is as if one sought to treat the earth.
Ooh, see, I almost died there already. So in my head I'm thinking that when I get to the unicorn, I can ride to the fish.
But this is no true unicorn.
What?
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you
my
really
God,
wish
the
to
guy in
have
the
this
background.
conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
The Guesses
I need to
champion.
find a treat. It's kind of dark in here, isn't it? I feel like I should be able to just use Axie on the unicorn.
Almost had it. Come on, stay calm. Shh. Calm down. Easy
Axie
now.
seems to be working. That was kind of cheating though.
Well, that's hardly fair.
Flagrant cheating is what it is.
Sirs,
Yeah,
we
it
must
is
teach
cheating.
this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
Well, might as well.
Listen, I didn't break any rules.
True, he won
So I
fair
just
and
like
square.
We
bewitched
were
him.
unlucky, that's all.
We must try to grab the next clue.
That's why it's
Gardens
nice
are
to have like
huge.
at least
Be
the
better off on
unicorns in there as
horseback.
well.
Unworthy. Entirely
Horseback, yeah.
inappropriate behavior.
A complete collapse
That's
of
my
social norms.
strategy.
Giddy up.
Right horsey. Now down, I assume.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
They say a great deal about you, Marshal, and whisper.
What the blazes?
Did someone just dive in the water? Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Sure, if you're a peasant.
Did you just call me peasant? That not the golden fish? Oh, the one. Oh, okay, there were more than one fish. That makes sense. Ah, there we go.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavenly coursed of trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
He's so ruthless.
A key.
Gee.
Why, you bomb-botched wretch!
He's ruined the game!
Disgraceful.
I'm sorry.
What
Oops.
then do you suggest when I catch it?
It's a rude disease. Every last one.
Yeah, this is just like whether like couples are staying. I
Butcher
think.
and Bluffigan called to be the savior
An
of Epsom.
abstract what, gentlemen? The future of art.
That's my horse. Like how they put like unicorn in quotations. I feel like Geralt is gonna gain weight. He's eaten 20 dumplings already today.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules.
That's harsh.
Geralt!
Oh my god, this guy in the background.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease.
I quite
then
like
end
this
like a
concept
mouse
of like
with a
things to
head
do
of
during a
hard
party.
cheese.
Mice and cheese. Palace pantry, maybe?
No, the hare is obliged to hide here in the gardens. Look, if we take roe, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. We get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads heart cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks, and the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
Ooh.
Wait here.
She does not like to wait. She's not the waiting type. Oh. Yeah, if I had done this, I would have been dead. Not in the
What was that?
Damn, the cutscenes are really on point. I kind of forgot about that moment.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
So I try to play The Witcher as like not killing anyone, so I hope this playthrough is kind of the same-ish.
I don't kill innocents. Murderers, though, you bet.
I'll
Kind
soon
of like
be
the
done.
Batman.
I've but one left, and you, should you not stand down.
And once you're done, intend to leave? Go kill somewhere else?
No. I intend to live happily ever after.
Fights that I cannot. Oh, you don't like this at all. Ah. No! I could have gotten him! Why did I switch to the other potion? I wanted to use the towny roll.
You were to stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
You being here, not some fortunate coincidence, I take
I feel like I should know
Your
him.
powers of deduction seem to have waned not one bit. I'm happy. I came here for Detlaf. I fear he's become entangled. Landed himself in serious trouble.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Detlaf is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Detlaf is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
Seem pretty damn sure of that.
I am, because I know him very well. Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Detlaf, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once in the street had offered Detlaf an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Detlaf found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Detlaf's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Detlaf doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted and venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him before something upsets him even more and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Detlaf is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Maybe this seems a good place to stop. We got a nice ending.
We flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear
Let's
we'll
finish
late
the
on the same.
cutscene and then.
Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, I was quite close. I'm not sure if it triggered me being dead or something else. But anyways, can we like end this with a nice like scenery at least? Let's find a good spot.
We must allow the Witcher to ply his trade.
Ooh, ooh. So something that you can do in this game. Oh, this looks nice though. But something you can do is meditate, which I find quite nice. So let's meditate. Let's see when the sun rises. Not yet. Ah. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Let's get up there.
Oh,
Finish
what's
it
your
off.
flim-fligging?
Nice
Works
view.
hard on the nerves, eh? That's why you're so paid, mate.
I don't need the unicorn anymore. I'll use roach now.
Come on.
Oh, I cannot get up here.
Must be terrible.
Oh. Didn't want to run in this.
Sir! Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Of course, I just doubled his wage.
My dear friend.
I've been told you're on a jaunt to Toussaint. I do hope you don't overtax yourself during the wine festival. The effects of such exertion at your age can indeed prove most detrimental. I've come upon some information which might be of interest to you. While browsing through a colleague's book collection, I found mention of one Professor Moreau of Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations.
Sounds like Ian.
The details I've come to learn are rather vague, and his laboratory's location remains a mystery. Yet his journal should at least provide hints as to both. It is said he was laid to rest with it in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the tome I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless.
Didn't choose Yen. I feel
Should
like
you
Yen is
grow
kind
tired
of
of sampling Beauclair's ladies, wines, and
lack
other
for a better word,
exquisite
but just
delicacies,
bitch. Like,
this matter might
cold-hearted
prove a
one as
fruitful
well.
diversion.
Triss is,
Investigate
like,
at your leisure.
I don't know.
Your
and,
friend,
like,
Yennefer.
Triss is such a nice, yeah, just said, you know.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations.
Like, Triss is
Might
such
actually be
a
worth looking
nice,
into.
warm-hearted person. She's like wants to help for the goodness of her heart. And,
oh,
you know, let's get up there. Oh, we cannot. Still cannot gallop.
When I think of those days,
Ooh.
Oh, this looks like still very nice scenery. Look at that. Oh my God.
Women love tears. Men
Cursed be he
Wow.
that keepeth back his salt from blood.
Oh, wow.
Faster. Slow now. Whoa.
Alright. Let's do
Come on now.
nice turn here.
A witcher. That could only mean trouble.
No, I think I want to get like all the way to the top. Can I do that? Oh. I guess I can.
Go, go.
No, I cannot do that. That would be presumptuous. Go there with the horse. Guess I have to go by foot now. I want to see like the how high I can get. It's also a nice tower there in the background.
How fares your health, sir?
Ollie, Ollie! Accent free!
Ooh, that this looks nice.
Oh,
Ow!
people don't have
That's
faces.
my
It's still disturbing.
knees ache something.
Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Oh. Get a fire going. Let's wait here until the sunset. The sun is setting behind us. And another hour. Almost. Almost. I think one more and we may. Oh, yes. Yes, so, that was The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine, and I hope you see the whole beauty in that, and it's just the beginning, and there's so much more to explore when we look, for example, at the map. Look how big this is. Yes. Like, we can explore, like, this is all here explorable. All up the way here, all up here. And there's so much to do. And unfortunately I won't be able to do that again, because, like, in a way I've already done that. I may just finish the story at some point, but I don't think I'll be streaming that again. Maybe the end or something. Or maybe during a holistic stream, I'm not sure. But I just want to give you a taste of The Witcher, because it's just so beautifully made. Like, the graphics and the story and the gameplay, and it's just such a masterpiece. And yeah, it's very dear to my heart. So that's why I want to share that with you guys. And otherwise, next week we have a book club again. So I know that the first book club was kind of unfortunate. I tried to have the book club solely on the Mac. Turns out the Mac does not like recording and kind of also displaying two other monitors, and that kind of made everything a little bit laggy. But yeah, I kind of know how I want the book club to be, and the thumbnail looks a little bit better now as well, so that'll be cool. And then next week we're gonna have another D&D session, so quite excited for that. And then after that, we'll just continue. Tuesdays is education, Thursdays is gaming. We have probably gonna do another Half-Life Alyx, and then like another strategy session for the education, and then we'll just continue like that. And I'm also pretty far on my bachelor thesis. I'm more or less done now, just some final touches here and there, and that means starting November I'll also be focusing more on producing content on like actual videos that are edited and everything. So quite excited to get back into that game, and also be a little bit more active on Discord and kind of start the things properly with the community. So if you'd like to check that out, the Discord is already there. You'll probably see me playing Overwatch once in a while, and if you do see me or see anyone else, don't be afraid to just jump in. We all like generally tend to be friendly. Some of us have a bit of a dark humor, so don't worry about that. And in general, yeah, it's a cool place to hang out and chill. So also, if you have any questions, Notion, Airtable, you can ask me them there as well. happy to answer any of that. And otherwise, I hope you found this entertaining, enjoyed it. Maybe I got to make you play The Witcher yourself, because it's such a good game. And I think if you get it on Steam, on like some Steam sales or so, it's fairly cheap considering it came out in 2014. But I still consider this one of the best games that I have played so far, and I have played quite a few. So that was it for today, and I hope you master your body, train your mind, love your soul. Bye bye, till next one.